Hey guys, so in this video I want to walk you through A2 hosting step by step, how you can install WordPress, any website really with A2 hosting, but for the sake of this tutorial we'll stick with WordPress. So A2 hosting is my recommended web hosting right now. A2 hosting will give you an amazing fast website at quite a very good price. So like you can see on my screen, $2.99. You can go into the description below or check around for my link for you to buy A2 hosting through my link. You will be able to get up to 72% off if you do. And I also still give an awesome bonus if you do buy through my link. Despite getting up to this amount off, I'll give you access to my course, webdesignmastery.com. That's my WordPress flagship course with over 60 videos in the members area teaching you the rudiment of WordPress, how you can install any kind of WordPress website, guides here and there, amazing tutorials. I've got lots of students enrolled in the course, but I'll be giving you for free if you buy through my affiliate link. So you can check around for that deal. So without wasting so much time, let's get started into the tutorial immediately. So if you pick up my link and you click it, you will come to this page and you'll see up to 72% off. Let's come to WordPress hosting. So when you come to WordPress hosting, they have 4 basic package for WordPress hosting, which is the startup plan. You can use this plan if you don't want to have more than one website. But if you want to have more than one website, you need to start thinking of starting from a Drive package up to Turbo Max package. If you go with the Drive package is amazing. You have unlimited website and a lot of free stuff there. But one thing you will get when you navigate towards the turbo packages is you will get this turbo speed up to 20%, and from here you get the same thing and 5 times more resources. So the turbo speed is just the difference between this package here and here. Still subject to question. I'm not sure that the difference between these two is reflected in the turbo speed, but again you get turbo speed because I am currently on the turbo speed plan as it is for majority of my website. You know your way around optimizing your website for speed and all those things, then you can still go for the Drive, and then I would recommend you use plugin like WP Rocket, and that's will cost you again, but again it will help you optimize your website. You put it on a CDN and all of those things just for you to optimize your website, lazy loading, image optimization and all those. But really I would recommend this if you have the option to. So let's assume that we want to go with the turbo speed. The second step right now is for us to choose a domain. A2 hosting isn't giving anybody a free domain. This is one downside from the popular thing majority of the hosting out there is doing. They would always want to give you a free domain for the first year, but the downside of that is that once you register your domain with them for the first year, they start charging you crazy from the next year. So I'm even happy that A2 hosting is not giving this offer, because even if they were to have been given, I'm not sure I would have used it. If I use it, I'll be just going to use it for maybe a test domain that after 1 year I don't want to use anymore. I will migrate the domain from OT hosting to my preferred domain registrar eventually. You can check dino.com. Is a registrar I have used that gives you an amazing security at a crazy price. 2 domain registrar I recommend is Dino and namesilo.com. So you can see that you can register your .com domain at $6.99. That's a very amazing price. I'll drop a link in the description below for you to be able to get to Dino.com. Secondly, you go for the option of transferring your domain to another registrar. So if that's the case here, you can just, maybe you have your domain already registered somewhere else, you want to transfer it here, you can just simply put your domain here and click transfer button, and you'll see that the pricing will be added to your cart when you're about to check out. And the third option here is that I will use an existing domain and I will update my name servers. That's exactly what you should be doing if you have registered your domain with maybe Dynodot, for example, or Namesilo, or whatever platform you have used out there, you can just easily change the name servers there to A2 hosting and then use your domain here. And that's the option I want to be using today. So I would like to go with this domain iblogincome.com, and I'll click use. But the last option there was for you to use a subdomain from A2 hosting, but you can check that out if you don't want to register a domain, but that's crazy. So you would see that if you go through my link, you will see that the coupon shared has been applied to your order, and you would see that this will give you an amazing discount of $360 instead of $719, and you'll be paying $359. That's if you are going for a 36-month plan. So if you click here, you can come down to 24 months, and you would see that the pricing would change. So at 24 months, you can see that the pricing is 311. The difference is not that much. At 12 months, you'll see that the pricing is now 179. And you can also you can pay per month if that's okay by you. You'll be doing up to 20.9 and about $21 every month, and that's crazy. That's a lot of money for you to be spending every month on hosting. But again, the value you will get, the speed you will get is amazing, and I want to let you know that it's something that is worth the price. But for me buying stuff like this, I would just love to go for the highest. They make it very easy for you at entrance level. If I'm about to renew this domain for like same 3 years, am I paying more than double of the amount here for me to renew? So it's always normal for every web hosting. That's how they do their business. So you would see also that A2 hosting gives you the option for you to change your currency to any currency you prefer. So the last thing again I want you to note about A2 hosting before you check out is that you have the option to choose where you want your server to be located. By default, it's at Arizona in the US, that's the West Coast. So if you are in India, for example, watching this video and you want to register, I'm expecting that you change this to Singapore, because this server location will be closest to you amongst the other server location. But again, this is what I want you to do. You need to ask yourself, where are your website visitors located? That should influence where your server should be, not where you are literally, except if your website, if most of the people you intend to visit your website are in the same location with you. For example, you are in the US and you want to create a website that you want to sell stuff in China, for example. Most of your clients, most of your customers or your website visitors should be coming from China. Definitely your server shouldn't be in the US. You should go for Singapore, because your server will be closest to where people are visiting your website. That's something very important you have to take note of. It will have made this thing a little bit very, very simple. You realize that if you click this, you can come and choose WordPress. I would advise that you go through A2 optimized. But if you want to install Elementor or on whatever other WooCommerce, whatever, you can use all these options, but I will use the A2 optimized, and I can install all the other plugins as I wish eventually. So the beauty about A2 hosting is that once you do this, you already have your username and your password. So you have to make sure you copy this, you paste it somewhere very safe, so that you are able to access your WordPress website once you are done paying and you have access to A2 hosting servers. So that's it. That's everything you have to do from here. Then you click the continue button. So right now you have to review your order to see that everything is okay. You are paying for what you say you want. I want to register iblogincome.com, and this is the amount I should be paying for 3 years. And then I have a discount for 356, and then I can see that everything is okay. I'm all right. Then I can hit the checkout button, which if you do, you will have the option to put your details, your name, your payment method, and do all of that. I'll skip this process right now and we'll continue inside A2 hosting. All right, so this is what the A2 hosting dashboard looks like. It appears very clumsy. Firstly, let's go check out our website. This is okay. So you can see we have our website, our WordPress installed already. So before we continue the tutorial showing you the A2 hosting dashboard and how you can find your way around things, let's check out this website. Let's check out speed. Let's see how this site is doing. Let's go to gtmetrics.com. Okay, so here, let's check this URL. iblogincome.com. Let's test this site. So let's see how the site is doing. Oh, for Pingdom, I can do tools.pingdom.com instead of going to pingdom.com directly. That will take us to the platform to test. So as you can see, our website is loading at website is loading at almost 870 milliseconds, and you can see that the performance is our LCP is loading at 870 milliseconds. That's crazy. That's pretty fast. That's less than 1 second. That's an amazing speed. So let's check with pingdom.com, iblogincome.com, and you can change the location to anywhere you are around the world, Asia, Europe. You can test around to see how it works everywhere, but maybe I'll leave this at America, San Francisco. Let's test and let's see how our site will do. Okay, so you can see that our performance is 91, page request is 46. This is good, but if you test around different server all around the world, the speed will be different, and I'm very sure that at some point we'll have a faster speed that will even load this site in less than 1 second if we check around all the server locations around the world. So that's it. You can see that this is amazing. I love this, and this is one good thing about buying A2 hosting with turbo speed. You would have this, and before this video ends, I would try as much as possible to see how we can install the theme and plugins into the WordPress and still come back and do this testing to see what the speed will still look like after we must have installed those things. At least let's put something on the site. Let's not just test empty site and celebrate the fact that the speed is good. Let's come back here and then let me walk you through the process here. So really, once you want to begin anything around here, all you have to do is just come to your Cpanel. Just go to click your Cpanel login. It will send you credentials and links here and there in your email that you registered with them. So if you go there, you should be able to see your Cpanel details, password, login, and all those things, just like every normal regular Cpanel dashboard. But basically, if you want to check your account details again, there's a place here for account details. If you click here, in case you are not able to access your email, you would have these details here. So if you come down here, you will see from your website URL to your site administrator URL to your name servers, your SSH ports, you see it, your host name, your SMTP, POP, IMAP, username, and password. So you can use this host name for your SSH, FTP, POP, IMAP details. So in case you want to integrate maybe your email or whatever you want to do, you can use this host name, and you have your password here. You can view it. You have your webmail URL here, and then you can still scroll down and still see some very popular things you can do, shortcuts into your control panel. And you also see your account details, when is expiring, the next time you're supposed to pay, your payment method, and all the likes. And by your file left here, you see your support pin. This is the pin this is the pin you give to support anytime you're trying to contact them for them to locate your account. A2 hosting gives several forms of support. You can send emails, you can make phone calls, you can do live chat. But since the chat is free, I always love to use the chat. So once you click this button up here, you will have access to a platform like this where you can fill your name, your email, and you can choose the option of what you want. You want technical support or you want sales support. Technical support should do. This is your support pin. So you pick this pin here, you paste it here. In case again you have a ticket already, you can put it here, but this is optional. You don't need to always put your ticket ID. So they expect that if you want to chat about the same issue that you have raised a ticket for, you should be able to put your ticket ID so that the customer care assistant can look into the ticket as well. And then you choose the option for the service you want: your website, database, mail, SSL, control panel, service slowness. You have issues with that or some other issues, you can choose whatever issue is quietly related to what you want to do, and then hit the start button, and immediately somebody would be there to respond to you. So that's exactly how you can get to have a chat with them. So if you want to just raise a ticket, you can click this button here to open ticket, and you can check your domain, your services, and the homepage and the likes. Let's come to our control panel. So like I said, control panel is super easy. The first thing you have is the email section, and this is where you get to create your emails. So if you come here, let me open this in a new tab. So just come here, hit the click button, and once you do that, you'll be able to choose which of the domain you want to create an email for, and then you can use your username you want to. So let's say mail at whatever domain you want to use, and once you do that, you can hit the create button, and that's it. Your email is ready. Super simple, super easy. So this is where you get to access your files. So if you click this, you will have access to your files, and also your FTP account. This is where you get access to your database, your PHP admin. So this is pretty simple, the same way you get to do everything on normal control panel. So you'll notice that you can create multiple domains. So after your principal domain, every other domain you want to add into this account must be done through add-on domains. That's if you want to register domain from outside and you want to import them into this account. But again, if you want to buy domain directly from hosting, you can come down here and go to your domains and then buy a domain. Okay, so let's come back here. You can do your subdomains here. So once you come here, you can create subdomains for all your domains, and you can set a redirect here in case you want to redirect one domain to another domain or whatever redirection you want to do. That's very simple. You can also get to do that here. And to the security aspect, which is very, very important before I go, ideally, once you register a domain to hosting, whether or not it is the one you bought from hosting or you had it through name servers, hosting have a feature for auto SSL install, but sometimes it fails, so you have to click the SSL and TSL status for you to be able to check out the status of your SSL. So sometimes I create a subdomain and the SSL will not auto install on it. Maybe the first time that the SSL tried to run, the auto SSL tried to run on it, there was an error or something. It remains there, and sometimes it may not auto install. Maybe you need to update your e-record. In case you're using Cloudflare like I do, you will need to update your e-record or your name servers in Cloudflare to reflect for your subdomain. And once you do that, you can just easily highlight the domain that is not working and then run auto SSL. So in case you run into this issue, try here, click the domain you want to run SSL on and hit the auto SSL button here. If it doesn't work, you can go back to chat and tell them. They will debug the issue and they'll tell you what you need to do, and then you can come back here and install your SSL. And also some other security work automatically. There's nothing you need to do there. This works. I tried to access one of my site through Tor browser at some point, and mode security bounced me from accessing the site, and that was when I knew that this mode security is working really, really well. So you can also come to your software here. This is where you get your Softaculous app installation. So once you click this, you can always install any app for any of your add-on domains, any of your subdomains, and here you see your active installations, you see your outdated installation and the backups you have. You can set up backups at Softaculous here. Softaculous is a wonderful application that gives you access to tons and tons and tons of applications that you can install here. So there are just so much. You can keep scrolling and keep scrolling for you to see. But the first thing you see here is WordPress A2 optimized, and this WordPress here will not just install WordPress but some plugins that A2 hosting is recommending that you install, including the native A2 hosting plugin itself to boost your website speed. So if I hit the install button, I'll set up my URL. Okay, I don't want to use HTTP, I want to use HTTPS, and you want to also know the protocol you want to use. Maybe you want to use the WW version, or you don't want to use the WW version. I love to do the plain version. I love the idea that my main site is this version. Anybody that clicks the WW version will be redirected to this version. I like it that way. And then you can put in your site name, your description, you can put your admin details and all of that. So, and once you do that, hit the install button. below, and once you hit this install button, WordPress will be installed, or whatever software you want to be installed, and then you have the URL and the admin details. And that's pretty much everything around this. I'm not sure you have any issue here, so I'll hit this control panel button so that I can get back to our control panel. This video is already getting too long. I don't want it to exceed this length, so I promise to install a theme and a plugin. So let me log in into the backend of this website, and let's see what we can do. This is the backend of this website. You can see A2 optimized, and if you come down to appearance and come down to install plugins, you will see that we've got some plugins installed here. So you can see we have A2 hosting WP, easy hide login. You can see Jetpack, and you can see another plugin installed here. But basically, the real deal for this is this A2 hosting plugin. But like I said, this plugin is subject to question to me. But anybody who has been following me for a while know that I have been a lover of WP Rocket, and WP Rocket for me still work perfect than this. So for majority of my site, I will still have to deactivate this plugin and use WP Rocket. So real quick, let's come to appearance. Let's come to themes. We have the default 2021 theme installed. There's a add new button here, so let's click this. While my internet connection is very slow, let's type for Astra. So we've already got Astra on the home theme already. Well, that's good. So let's install Astra. So let's activate this theme. So let's come to plugins. Let's come to add new. Let's search for starter template. So you see this plugin here, starter template for Elementor. Yeah, so I'm going to install this. This is a plugin from Astra. Please note that. So we're going to activate this. So if you scroll down, you see the plugin here, starter template. So let's come to C library. And this is where we get to choose our favorite page builder. You can use Gutenberg in case you are very particular about speed. Gutenberg is still the fastest as far as I have tested. But you know, Elementor is still the most robust. You get lots of features, but again, you may need to still work around it for you to optimize it perfectly for speed. But again, I love to go with Elementor. And here you will see that you've got lots of themes that you can use here. Some are free, some are paid, but for us to do a quick filter, we can come down here and just hit the free version so that we see just free stuff alone. So everything here right now are free themes that we can install and we can bring into our website. So I think I like this site. It looks so beautiful. I don't know what's about, but let's install this as test purpose. It's a restaurant anyway, so let's import complete site. WordPress, are you a beginner, are you intermediate, are you an expert? So you can fill that details in case you want to. And then for my client or for yourself, if you are using this, you can come to advanced options as well, but I'll hit the next button. But your name and your email, you can do that if you want to, but for me, I'll do skip. Elementor is installing and activating plugins, and then this is the whole site is being imported already. All right, hooray, our website import is successful. So now let's check out our site and let's see what it now looks like. Bingo, I have this awesome, beautiful website ready for me to use. So this has lots of images. Please forgive my internet connection is quite very slow. So you can see that the website is not loading as it should. But the real thing we want to do here is let's test the speed again and let's see what our website will give to us right now. Let's retest. Let's see. Let's see if we can still get our site up to A or B. And for pingdom as well, let's retest. Okay, hang on. Okay. This is running. That's okay. So you can see we've got a B here. Our LCP is 1.9. So it means that, like I told you, there's an Elementor factor here. It's still amazing that our largest content element is still uploading at 1.9 seconds, and this beats our Google requirement of 3 seconds. So this is still good, B. But I know that if we work on this theme and check some of this stuff, we should be able to maximize this back to A. Let's see what we've got here. So we've got C here, 77. Our website still load at 1.18 seconds, which is still amazing. This website still load in less than 2 seconds. So it still meets the Google requirement, and the speed is still there, despite the fact that the performance is still 77. And I know that performances here and there is subject to themes, but this means that we can still work on this. So thank you very much for watching this video. If you have any question, you have any issues with A2 hosting, please let me know in the comment section below. Please subscribe to this YouTube channel. I appreciate that from you. And also, you can buy A2 hosting through my link, or any other hosting I have down there through my link. I have an amazing offer down there. I'll be giving you my course for free if you get that through my host. So thank you very much for watching this video. I would see you in my next video, and until then, bye for now.